Guys, cicadas are crazy. From what I know, they hibernate underground for like 17 years and then they finally come out. They mate for about 2 weeks and then they're dead. This is a story I read in the paper that you got to listen to. It's insane.
Cicadas are back. Do you guys know what cicadas are? So, first of all, if you watched my show, you saw the lantern bugs we had last year. They're horrible, creepy. They're beautiful little bugs unless they land on you. They're back. So, but those are not the cicadas. Those are just some annoying ass lantern bugs. And then the news actually said, guys, if you see these, please stomp on them. Now, you guys know I'm an animal and bug lover. I don't love bugs, but I'm not gonna stomp on none. And I'm with Bria, and we're holding hands, and she's out there stomping on bugs, bro. I might have broke up with her for stomping on bugs. Oh no, it said to on the news. I go, if it said to kick kittens on the news, would you go and kick kittens? She might. I don't know. But the cicadas are back. The cicadas are very, very creepy, and let me tell you why. These loudmouth bugs will soon be brainwashed horndogs. The creepy, sexually transmitted fungus is expected to morph millions of cicadas into hyper-horny zombies. Guys, they sleep for 20 years. They crawl into a rock or a tree trunk. They go to sleep for 20 years and they all wake up the same day. It's the craziest shit in the world. And they all want to 20 years without... they're zombies. They hijack their bodies. Oh, it's a fungus that hijacks the bodies of these things and turns them. So the bodies are just dead. The fungus makes them walk around. They're real zombies. They hijack the bodies so they'll spread the infection to parts of the U.S. this spring. The horror movie style fungus pathogen, it's called Massapora ciadina, will cause the insects to mate like crazy in parts of the Southwest and the Midwest as record numbers emerge from the ground. The fungus, it's a fungus among us, causes a white mass of spores. That sounds like VD, to be honest. It's a bug with VD. To burst out the insect's backside. Oh, those are anal warts. So I'm familiar with all of these diseases. What's next? Chlamydia? The fungus causes a white mass of spores to burst out the insect's backside, taking over their brains and making their genitalia fall off. Now that's what happened to me in college. And they act as puppets. These fungus act like puppet masters for these poor bugs that get hijacked, sending a flood of adrenaline to help males pose as females. Those are transsexual bugs now. I'm gonna read this whole thing back so you can follow. Overall, less than 5% of the trillion cicadas expected to emerge will likely be infected. This is frightening. Why has no one done a movie called Cicadas? You got Jaws and you got Tarantula, you got rats. Why not cicadas? I'm gonna read it again without the jokes, and you tell me how frightening and crazy this is. Zombie cicadas soon to rise. These loudmouth bugs will soon be brainwashed horn dogs. A creepy, sexually transmitted fungus is expected to morph millions of cicadas into hyper-horny zombies by hijacking their bodies so they'll spread infection all over parts of the U.S. this spring. The horror movie-style fungus pathogen called Massapora ciadina will cause the insects to mate like crazy in parts of the Southwest and in the Midwest as record numbers emerge from the ground. The fungus causes a white mass of spores to burst out the insect's backsides. taking over their brains and making their genitalia fall off. It then acts as a puppet master, sending a flood of adrenaline to help males pose as females, to pass the infection through sex. So, I'm almost done. Overall, less than 5% of the trillion of cicadas are expected to emerge. So the dude cicada, it's bad enough they're already zombied out, but the zombie tells some of the dudes, yo, Jim, tonight you're Susan. You're gonna go over there, put on some high heels, and you're gonna seduce some dudes who are then gonna catch what we giving them. It's a hodgepodge of, it's almost a romance novel. There's sex, and there's adventure, there's transsexuals, there's all kinds of zombies. This is a movie I would pay for. That's pretty creepy. Get in the comments, guys. What do you think?